Hey everybody, welcome to the Gamers Den. I'm your host, David Venter, and we've got a special guest once again, this time in the form of Xbox local PR guy, Graham Sullivan. Graham, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
and we got him here for a good reason. You know, we're going to be discussing the Xbox One, which launches in 23 days' time. Guys,
Super
can you believe
exciting.
23
Super
days.
exciting.
Jeez.
I'm excited. Who's got their pre-orders in? I know.
I've got my pre-order in.
Awesome,
Right,
guys.
yeah.
So many
Yeah.
games coming
Right,
too.
yeah.
It's going to be
Yeah.
awesome.
So Graham, I mean, you must be busy on your side, getting ready
Very.
for this big launch.
A lot of planning. We're looking to get into the hands of tons of consumers. People can experience it, see what the Kinect can actually do. The voice commands really work. There's a ton of features. I mean, one of my favorites is the new hard drive edition. So you can go buy a hard drive from store.
Yeah.
I currently
So you
have
can plug in
2
external and off
That's
you go, yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So you double, triple up your
Yeah.
hard drive size.
And you can plug in 2 external drives. There's no size limitation. I've got a 2 terabyte drive in mine at the moment.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Consoles really evolved from day one. It's a good thing it didn't come out here in South Africa straight away, because the console back then to now it's completely different.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually thinking about it the other day. If we had the console at launch, we'd have all the issues that the Americans and the
Yeah,
United
There were
States-
quite a few.
Yeah,
The teething
But
problems,
the
yeah.
teething problems. I mean, the same happened with other consoles. But in terms of the Xbox One, I think we are getting the best deal. On top of it, if by any chance the Kinect is not for you, you can now go and buy the one that is at 6,000. 6,000?
6,300.
Yeah.
6,300
You
double
get two
mounted.
games bundled in.
Two
Two
double
games
yeah.
bundled
Two
in.
Yeah, 2
games.
games. You get Forza as well as FIFA 15.
Jeez.
And I mean, what more do you want?
Forza is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge driving fan,
Yeah,
but
oh,
the haptic
on one.
feedback and triggers in that game is so cool.
Yeah. I played it at Rage and at E3 last year, and I mean those trigger bits. It's not until you think you've got an idea about the rumble or what it feels
Yeah.
like, and then you play like, oh my god. it's so
Until
much
you've
better.
actually had hands-on time, you don't know.
I love
Yeah.
seeing when people play it for the first time and they don't know what to expect, and they hold the controller, and as that little first vibration tickles their finger, they
See
start
that?
smiling, and they're like, wow, I love that. I love seeing the
Yeah.
smiles on people's faces.
Yeah, but I mean, David, on your side, he's very excited about a certain game that no
One
one
game.
else gets. Why? But
Yeah.
you-
Kill-
Give one game to rule them all.
Exactly.
No, you know what it is? It's one of those games that, why are you excited about it? There isn't crazy hype around it.
When there should be.
When there should,
Everyone is wrong. because-
everyone else is wrong, and Dave's going to tell
I'll
us
tell
what
you
game
exactly
that is.
why.
and also, it's got good graphics. Let's not forget that.
graphics-
With
not
David
good.
around, that's important.
Not good. Not good.
Great.
Probably the best console graphics I've
I
ever
do
seen.
tend to agree with you. I know what game you're going to say.
Graph
It's-
XXX.
Exactly.
On steroids.
Exactly. Two very things. Rise is the game we're talking about, and it looks phenomenal.
Dave, I'll have to agree with you. I played on all the platforms, and by far Rise is the
And
best
it
looking
looks-
game I've ever seen.
I mean, the Cry engine. I mean, it really looks phenomenal.
You
I
can
was
see
like-
literally every feather in the Roman,
Yeah.
like in his his cap thing that he wears with all the. You can see
helmet.
every
In
the
strand.
armor,
helmet,
do you
yeah.
like
His Indian hat.
Yeah.
such a fan?
Some feathers.
Such a fan.
And it's really gory.
It
Like
looks
chop people's
yeah.
heads
But
off.
it should be.
slow-mo,
It should.
yeah.
That's what I wanted. I want to chop limbs off.
Oh,
I
it
want to see
is-
the armor
it's
get
amazing.
bloodied, and that's exactly what it is. And it's my gaming taste in a nutshell. I
Well,
love it.
that'll be in store day one, so you can pick it
I
up.
will be
Yeah.
there day -1 because
Good
I'll be
stuff.
camping outside in a tent waiting for that to
For
come up.
medieval Gears of War.
Oh yes, that's exactly what it is. It's medieval Gears of War. What a great definition. That's exactly what it is.
Now it's even more stoked about it.
Yeah. No, I cannot wait. That's. I'm probably gonna pick that up, and I might pick up Dead Rising 3.
Yeah, that's it's a lot of fun.
That's
I mean,
like
you can run around in a
more
mankini
blood
with
and
with like go-go boots on.
I remember.
I keep
That's
forgetting
cool.
about Dead Rising, but I mean, every time I think of it now, I think of that super long name that they came up with.
That's
Yeah.
arcade remix edition XX5.
Well,
Best name ever.
last year at E3, I remember sitting in on a thing where they took us through some of the gameplay, and as you were talking now, the costumes and what have you, the presenter actually said, "Oh, and here's a little tribute to Breaking Bad," and got the sort of yellow suit on, and it looks. Look, some reviews have been a bit harsh on it, but I'm pretty excited about it.
Well, the nice thing is we're gonna get like the polished game. It's gonna be repackaged. You're gonna get a lot more stuff. In
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
game.
rather,
yeah.
rather
Probably
than
a lot
the
of the bugs would have been ironed out by
Yeah.
now.
And it's a fun game. I know when we presented it last year at Rage, like people were loving it, and it really it's just a ton of fun to play, and you can just go crazy. And the smart glass integration is really cool too. So I had it connected to my phone, and there's a guy in the game that actually phones you, and your phone starts ringing.
What?
Like you
The
pick it
actual
up,
phone?
your actual phone or your tablet,
Your device.
and then you like actually answer it, and then the guy talks to you through your phone. Like you hear him talking
That's
to you. He gives you
Kojima
side
style,
missions.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's not hope it's a tablet, otherwise you'll be like,
And the nice thing also is with it now, like the original Xbox 360 with smart glass, it communicated over the web. So now it communicates from device to device
So
to
it's
device.
instant.
So you can feed video, audio,
Very
and it's
cool,
a lot more
man.
responsive.
It's
and
really
it's really cool. And that's just the beginning. There's a lot more cool smart glass functionalities coming out.
That's why we're there day one.
Yeah.
and Garth, I mean, I know your pre-order is in already, but what's the
man.
reason? What game is
Yeah.
making that take place?
Yeah, most people would say, yeah, well, I'm definitely going for the Halo collection, and
Yawn.
Who would not go for the Halo collection?
Cheers to that.
no, it's a flagship title and what have you, but no, not for me. Funnily enough,
My boy.
something that I'm really excited about, and this gets to Jared, who says I don't like AAA games, but I'm really excited to download Killer Instinct.
Another good
Okay.
It's a good fighting game.
I love my fighters.
Yeah.
Love Killer Instinct back in the day.
Yeah.
Love Killer Instinct 2 back in the day.
Let's not forget Garth's old school Nintendo roots for Killer Instinct.
Rare.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. So hence it's back.
No, it's I'm super excited about it. People are moaning because it's just paid to play, download, buy characters. I'm splashing out that money. I'm buying
Well,
whatever.
at the end of the day, it costs the same amount.
But exactly,
But I
that's
have
the
a
thing.
question. Can you not buy all the characters
Not
up front?
yet,
Do you have
no.
to
Yes.
literally go and buy individual
No, they get
characters?
released.
But if
timelessly.
you work out the total cost, also it equates to like the price.
of the
Oh,
game.
for the
Yeah.
game,
Would
yeah.
cost.
I'm super excited about that. That's I know it's not your traditional game to buy a console for. I'm going to be getting other stuff as well. Don't get me wrong, but I'm super excited.
That's the one that's
I'm
that's
super
blowing
excited
your mind.
about Killer
But
Instinct.
guys, I mean, there's so much more. If
We
you
got
look
a
at if exclusivity, you've got Sunset Overdrive, which
Massive.
there's so much going on around that.
I
and this-
played it at E3. It's a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
a lot. It's like Tony Hawk and Gears of War had a baby, and
So Gears of War? Someone said Gears of War.
like the
They
combat.
won.
The combat's really cool, and the grinding on the rails. And the
The
comedy in it
weapons
is
must be pretty.
weapons are crazy. And you know, a lot of people see that game and think it's for kids. It's actually there's a lot of swearing in that game. It's like it's that real like great American humor. So I think the
Yeah.
guys that like South Park Stick of Truth vibe, you know, they're gonna be into that kind of humor.
Well,
It's gonna
I mean,
be
it's
awesome.
Insomniac. It's the guys who
Yeah.
did Ratchet and Clank and the Resistance series, and now they've combined what they've done there and said, okay, well, here we go, boom.
Yeah.
Nothing
So-
wrong. I'm very
I'll check it
excited.
I'll check it
Uh,
out.
But the thing with the package though, look, I cannot stand the Connect. I think
Well, that's
it's
what's great now, we've got
it's
the choice.
absolute
No,
garbage.
let's
It's-
call a spade a spade.
That's me. Other people love it. And
Look, it really does work.
No, no,
but I mean,
100%.
that's the cool thing is that like I am a couch controller gamer personally. I use the voice commands a lot, but that's a nice thing is that there's a split now for
the thing is,
family
yes,
and
if
for the
I
hardcore.
want to buy
It's two
the
different
Connect
ones.
for $7.99 with Just Dance and FIFA, that's great. I've pre-ordered the 6.3 package, and yeah, getting FIFA and Forza.
And what walked you off? Well, I mean, I was just about to say that the two titles I'm personally very excited about. And again, everything we've mentioned so far is all exclusive titles you can only get on the Xbox
Yeah.
One. Is Forza 5, obviously, because I'm a big racing fan. And as well as the Halo the Master Chief
And
Collection.
Horizon 2, are you
Um,
keen on that? Forza Horizon 2. That'll
Forza,
be,
oh yes, anything with wheels, you know. it's not
I
there.
thought you hated remakes or
Eh?
remasters.
No, well, Jared brought that up.
You turncoat, you
okay.
dirty turncoat.
Jared brought that up in another episode. You see, I don't mind remastered stuff if it's from 12
If it's
years
Halo.
ago and not last year. I don't have an issue with it, you know, because it's really Halo 2 that's being remastered. The rest is just being packaged in this. You know what? Here's some extra games for the same amount of money you pay, and
came
I
out
see
last
that as
year.
value.
You sort of rebuying a multiplayer Halo 2. That's essentially what.
with
the guys
over
are.
100 multiplayer maps.
Multiplayer maps.
That's
You know,
crazy.
it's basically there are maps, maybe in Halo 2 and so forth, that's been closed. The servers aren't available anymore. You're gonna have access to those maps again, and they've improved it.
and
in
it's
a big
gonna
way.
look so pretty.
Yeah, it's gonna look
And
good.
if you want,
it's gonna look pretty
and
dated.
and if you want, you can go back to the old school.
Yeah,
sort
I
of
love how you can
interface
just swipe
as well.
back
Yeah.
to the old
That's
visuals.
fun.
Just, that's a
I
very
don't know how
cool
many
feature.
people are going to be doing it.
I would read that.
Yeah.
I'm
Constantly.
sure.
And I mean, let's not forget in terms of Halo 5, which will come out next year,
Oh, yeah.
or whenever
Guardians.
it does, you know.
Whenever.
At the end of the day, as you mentioned, Garth, in the post this week, Halo 2 will now include extra story bits that explain some stuff that
Yeah,
happens at
they've
Halo
added
5.
to it.
So there's so much to it. But if you look at exclusives, we got Forza, we got Master Chief Collection, we got Sunset Overdrive, we got Rise, Killer
Dead
Instinct,
Rising.
Dead Rising. There's so many great
There's
games, and
another
it's
game.
this year,
Peggle
2014.
No.
Okay? Peggle 2.
Sorry, that's a timed
I don't think that's gonna
exclusive.
be a
Sorry,
67.
guys.
Also at E3, there's actually a game that I really loved. It's a digital title. It's called Ori and the Blind Forest. Now that game,
Ooh,
I
that
actually
looks
spoke
very
to
good.
the
Looks
developers.
very neat.
There's 10 guys that made the game, and they don't even live in the same country. They're still students. They're still studying game dev, but every single scene in that game is hand drawn. They say you'll never see the same scene twice. And
Is it a platform?
it's a platformer. The trailer doesn't really show a lot, but it's quite like a hardcore platformer. So guys, fans of Metroid Prime will really like that kind of game, and it's hardcore platforming. Perfect for you.
Metroid or Metroid Prime?
Metroid,
Metroid.
or the Metroid
Is there-
series.
Super
So,
Metroid.
yeah. So also it's like it's a good story.
For sure.
It looks incredible, and that's a DLC title. It's only coming to Xbox One.
Awesome.
There's so many games coming.
Very
And what's
exciting.
cool is on launch, people going into store in 23 days time. There's going to be so much to choose from.
Yeah.
So much to choose.
It's the kind of launch
There's-
you want.
and I mean,
Yeah.
looking ahead, I mean, if you were a Gears of War player back in the day, it's the only place you're going to
Yeah.
ever play it. It's
Black
simple as
Tusk
that.
is doing the new one.
Yeah,
It's
so
super
we're
exciting.
waiting for word on that, which would be
That's
great.
what maybe next
Quantum
year.
Break also, you guys.
Next
Kind
year.
of know about that.
It's not
Quantum
like
Break.
Yes. Quantum
One
Break
looks
was-
brilliant, and that's
It's
from the
really
guys
good.
that brought us Alan Wake
Yeah.
Yes.
and Max Payne, and that's the Remedy guys.
And the way they're
Um,
doing it's very different. You've got like a TV series entwined into the game, and it all comes on the disc. So you can make
Very
choices
clever.
within the TV series. So you'll play.
Does it affect the game?
It does.
Actually? Wow.
And so
okay.
you'll play like bits of the game, and then it'll say, okay, now it's time to watch the TV series or the first episode.
I think
and you'll
Garth needs to
watch
go
it.
to the toilet quickly.
I think
It's gonna be
they're
awesome.
it's a little wet. Sorry.
It's a lot of weight. I can feel it.
It's a lot of wet.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's an awesome time to be a gamer.
Okay, so
especially on
in
Xbox.
23 days' time, the Xbox One launches. It's going to be 6,300
Two
rand.
games bundled.
It's
together.
good,
gonna be
two
the
games.
size.
You'd be
Yeah.
dark
Yeah.
to pick
So,
it up.
so you're getting something at the value, what is it, about 800 rand a game these days,
Yeah.
like on average.
800.
So extra 1,600 rand thrown in. If you want the Connect bundle, you can get Dance Central along with that.
And you can practice your dancing moves throughout the spotlight.
So that is 7,999. So you know what? Really, at the end of the day, you got options galore.
It's a bit of
You
a
got some
no-brainer.
great games coming up in the next few months, and then when E3 comes around next year, imagine even the extra titles.
PS4!
PS4.
PS4!
PS4,
Let's forget about
Halo
that
5.
Judgment game. Was
Yeah, it doesn't ever happen.
Yeah.
It's a bad dream.
But cool, yeah, Graham, thanks for joining
Thanks
us.
for having
And guys, we will see you guys again soon. Let us know what you think about the Xbox One, what you would like to see coming up, and if you will be buying it at launch and what you're going to buy along with it. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.